welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you could join me here again for another workout. Today we're going to be focusing on our legs, so go ahead, take a quick look at this preview and get ready to begin. Okay, we're going to start with a warm-up. You can either do 2 or 3 sets of this. It just depends on how you're feeling that day. So you're going to use a resistance band and you're going to do a super wide sumo squat. You're going to do 10 reps of this, and then immediately after that you're going to go into a side walk. You're going to walk from side to side 10 steps. For these side steps, I like to stay as low as possible. Next, you're going to move straight into kickbacks. You want to do 3 sets or 2 sets of 10 on each leg. So you're going to hold on to something, have a slight hinge in your hips, keep that resistance band just above your knees, and you're going to kick your leg back. Focus on squeezing your glute at the top. Moving on to barbell squats, you're going to do 5 sets, 4 to 10 reps. The first 2 sets are going to be just a warm-up with the bar, no weight on it. You just want to practice this and get ready to add weight. Once you add weight, you just want to focus on doing 4 to 10 reps. I usually go 4 to 8 reps if it's a heavy set. If it's my super heavy set, I'll just do 1 rep. It's really up to you. Just important to remember to squat properly. So for me, I'm doing a wide stance squat, so my toes are slightly pointed out. I'm going to fight the urge to bring my knees in during the squat. My wrists are straight. Always have your wrist straight on this, especially if it's a low bar squat. You don't want to injure your wrist, so make sure your shoulder mobility is good enough to have your your wrists straight. And always a reminder to keep your stomach tight. Moving on to sumo deadlifts, we're going to do 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. It just depends on how you're feeling that day. So for sumo deadlifts, you want your feet to be super wide stance. You want your toes to be pointing to the edges of the plates. You want your hands to be holding the bar in between your legs. And when your legs are bent, you want your knee to be at a 90-degree angle. That being said, you want to keep your shoulder blades back, keep your back straight, and you're going to come up, and as you're at the top, you want to squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. Then you're going to drop the bar below your knee, and once it's below your knee, you can start to bend your knee down. Next, we are moving on to hip thrusts with the Smith machine. You're going to do 3 sets of 30 because you really want to overload your glutes after those 2 compound movements. We're going to just put this on a Smith machine so you can really just focus on high reps. So we're going to do 3 sets of 30 reps. You can just pump it out as fast as you want, but just don't forget to squeeze as hard as you can for a split second at the top. Your glutes are going to be on fire, and the pump that comes after this exercise is amazing. Moving on to split squats, you're going to do 3 sets of 10. So for this, you're going to need a bench and you're going to need a preloaded bar. You want to have the bar in between both of your legs. You want to have your foot up on the bench. I like to rest my toe how it is on the bench just because it's better on my ankle. And for this, when you're coming down, you want to make sure your front knee is not moving too far past your foot. You really just don't. You want it to be a 90-degree bend in your front knee just so that you can really focus on your glutes. This is going to help you overload your glutes and your hamstrings more than your quads. So you're going to do that. You're going to come down, you're going to come up, and as you come up to the top, you want to focus on flexing that glute with the elevated leg. So the leg that's elevated, focus on that glute flex at the top. Moving on to the Romanian deadlifts, we're going to be using dumbbells for this. You want to have a slight bend in your knee. You want your feet to be just about shoulder width apart. You want to bend forward with the dumbbells, and as you come up to the top, you want to squeeze your glutes at the top. Don't forget to keep your shoulder blades together the whole time and keep a slight curve in your low back. Moving on to the hamstring curls, we're going to do 3 sets of 20 reps. You want to do this single-legged. If you only have the machine at your gym that does both legs at the same time, it's fine, just lower the weight. You're going to do 1 leg at a time anyway, so go ahead and do 20 reps of this. Really focus on that burn you feel in your hamstring. Moving on to the hip abduction seated. You're going to do 3 sets of 20 for this. You want to focus on keeping your core tight and really focus on that burn you're going to feel in your glute. Next, you're going to be doing, again, the hip abduction machine. However, this time you're going to be hovering up. So for this, you want to keep a bend in your low back. So you really want to have your chest up so that you feel like your low back's curved a little bit. You're going to feel this more in your upper glute. You're going to do 20 reps of this. Try not to bounce up and down. Just try to simply open your legs and close your legs. Finishing this workout off with jump squats. You're going to jump in and you're going to jump out, and you're going to do this 3 times for 30 seconds. So focus on, when you're jumping out, having a super wide stance and focus on contracting your glutes. And then when you're jumping in, focus on fighting that urge for your knees to buckle. It's going to be a lot harder than it sounds, but you're just going to focus on doing this for 30 seconds straight. You can either use the resistance band or not. It's up to you. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Please do give it a try at the gym and let me know what you guys think. All that being said, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Really helps me out a lot. As well as like this video, and if you've done both of those, go ahead and click that little bell so you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another workout with me again. I hope to see you all back here next Tuesday.